Welcome to the new season. Welcome to the new season. It's absolutely buzzing here in Lagos, Nigeria. And we'll have to live on the short speed. Yes, a new show for the new season, the Mod Match Day. Welcome to the new season. This is More Sports, your home of the 2026 at 27 Premier League season. The new season brings fresh starts, looks, new faces, kits, new teams, and a renewed hope of what is to come. We have new names after the relegation of West Ham United, Burnley, and Wolverhampton Wanderers. Up comes Coventry City, Hull City, and Ipswich Town. After a 1-year absence, they are all back in the big time. And let's just talk about Arsenal. Arsenal were the champions of the the FA Community Shield Trophy. Just give me a second here. And yes, they were the champions of the FA Community Shield. They won by 3-0. Emphatically, they did. And this is the preview. But this is the Mod Match Day. Moving on. Pardon me. Yes, moving on. We have new names. Yeah, we have new names again. Of course, the 3 teams that go down, 3 teams have to come up. So we have new names. Up comes Coventry City, returning to the big time after a lengthy 25-year absence. The last time they were in the league was in the 2001 season. Are the champions of the championship ready to make an impression? Well, it was an iconic picture, this. We are back, and they are back. Coventry City are back. It was, this picture was in May 2001, and this was also part of the game. And they are back. Such a journey Frank Lampard has put them through. This, the picture from the trophy presentation, of course, and then, of course, they lifted the trophy. Champions 2026, the Sky Bet Championship. They were victorious. Frank Lampard did it. Then, up comes the Tigers. Hull City back in the top flight after a stark 9-year deprivation of competing in the Premier League. To get here, Hull beats Middlesbrough 1-0 in the Championship playoff final. Hull, what a day that was to watching from home. Absolutely. They beat Middlesbrough by a 0-0 at, of course, the iconic Wembley Stadium. They did it. And they're here. The last time they were here, of course, in the league, 2017, all the way back to the last time Chelsea won the league that year. Hull City now are back in the big time, and interesting to see what will go on this season. And lastly, but surely not the least, are the Tractor Boys. Only a 1-year void, and they are back in the big time. Gary O'Neill will hope that this campaign will be better than the last appearance in the Premier League. Last time out, they, of course, fortunately finished in the bottom 3, not even close to 70 Tottenham Hotspur 2 seasons ago. Well, they are back this time, and they're back with a bang, hopefully. Not too many new signings, but Gary O'Neill's tactics, they'll hope it will work, and that's how they look to progress forward. Moving to the Gaffers. This coming season we will witness 6 managers who managed their first ever Premier League game. Marco Rosa, Xabi Alonso, Pierre Sarda, Alvaro Arbeloa, Sergej Galijovic, and Mateus Yasa, coaching Bournemouth, Chelsea, Crystal Palace, Fulham, Hull City, and Newcastle United, respectively. And also on the topic of managers, Frank Lampard is back as a Premier League coach at Coventry City. Andoni Iraola transferred from Bournemouth to Liverpool following the departure of Arne Slot. Andrew Maresca, formerly Chelsea's head coach, is Pep Guardiola's successor at Manchester City. We could also add Spurs' manager Roberto De Zerbi as he joined the club at the end of last season. And Mikel Arteta is now the longest serving manager in the league. For the Arsenal faithful, they will hope for the commencement of a dynasty. With all that being said and done, welcome to 2026 at 27 Premier League clubs, 20 clubs going for the Premier League title. AFC Bournemouth, Arsenal, Aston Villa, Brentford, Brighton and Hove Albion, Chelsea, Coventry City, Crystal Palace, Everton, Fulham, Hull City, Ipswich Town, Leeds United, Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, Tottenham Forest, Sunderland, and Tottenham Hotspur. Presented them on match day by Obafemi Makinde. And Monicam, Ben Jane says hi on the show's feed. Hi too. This is the More Sports YouTube channel, and we are live for the opening day. This is the opening day, the opening night of course, the opening fixtures of the new Premier League season. And what a day we have, of course, Arsenal lifting the Premier League title in May this year, of course, at Selhurst Park. Can they defend their title? They didn't do that, of course, since 1935. The last time, or at least in those days, they won it 3 times in a row. Well, can they get back to that? Of course, dominance. And then moving on, presenting the weekend fixtures on the long form. Just give me a moment here as I present this. Okay, on Friday, we see Arsenal at home to Coventry City. On Saturday, we see Hull City at home to Manchester United. We have 3 games for Goal Rush for you. Everton versus Crystal Palace, into Town versus Sunderland, Nottingham Forest at home to Leeds United, and Brentford face Tottenham Hotspur. On Sunday, Brighton versus Aston Villa. At the same time, Manchester City face Bournemouth. And at 4:30 on Sunday, Newcastle United are at home to Liverpool. And on Monday, Fulham versus Chelsea. And of course, on the opening night or day, the champions are at home to the champions of the Championship. The Tigers finally host a Premier League match at home, and this will be versus Michael Carrick's dangerous Manchester United side. Or the game to Goal Rush. Pierre Sarge manages his first game as Palace boss away at Hugh Dickinson Stadium. Oliver Glaston transferred from Palace to Forest. He manages his first game against Leeds, of course, in the manager Daniel Farker. Then Gary Neal's boys host Hungry Cats in Sunderland. And of course, to round off the day, Keith Andrews was expressive last season with, of course, the Bees, Brentford. They faced Roberto De Zerbi's rejuvenated Spurs. On Sunday, Fabian Hurstler and Unai Emery meet again. That will be intriguing. Pep Guardiola's successor, Enzo Maresca, will manage his first game at home to Marco Rose's Bournemouth. Jesse Arthur and Andrea Miller clash for the first time in the league, both hoping for a first win for their respective clubs. Finally, on Monday, 2 Spanish managers, former Real Madrid managers, lock horns at the Cottage on Monday Night Football. It's a South London derby between Fulham and Chelsea. Arbeloa versus Xabi Alonso. What a packed weekend of football we have. That, of course, is that for the weekend's fixtures. So a lot to cover, of course. The match of the weekend, of course, Arsenal versus Coventry. The game starts in less than 50 minutes, and this is the preview. North London is the destination of the opening game of the new Premier League season. The champions of the Premier League versus the champions of the Championship, after completing a 22-year odyssey of the Premier League title. Last year, they were the chasers, but this year, the rest are coming for them. And I do not say that lightly. The Sky Blues, on the other hand, are finally back in the big time after a 25-year absence. And Lampard took the club to an outstanding 95 points, 11 more than any other club in the Championship last season. Last season also for Coventry, the apostles of Haji Ripe, Ellis Sims, Brandon Thomas Asante, and Milan Van Dijk could simply not be understated. Frank Lampard, with the help of the sporting directors and the owners, have brought in key signings like former Burnley winger Lum Chura and Caleb Urenki, using a similar 4-3 formation like Mikel Arteta's Arsenal. Expects intricate play, both with the ball and on the counter from the Sky Blues. And then Arsenal, the champions, hope to defend their title for the first time in their history. Last season's title came down to the wire as the apprentice finally overcame his master in Pep Guardiola. Now, the master is gone, potentially leaving the gap for a new dynasty. It's kind of hard to imagine the Premier League without Pep Guardiola and Jurgen Klopp. Well, the 20, well, the 2026 and 27 Premier League season will give us just that. Sorry, I'm just blooming with excitement as I can see the players was on the field, warming up and about to go into the dressing room. When they come back, they will kick things off for the new season. And there's continuing the preview, the champions have brought in new signings Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle United for £75 million. Arsenal will benefit from his needed midfield aggressiveness, creative playmaking, and his aura in front of goal. Also incoming, the great electric striker Christos Zolis, formerly played for Norway City, but reviving his career at Club Brugge. In the last 2 seasons, Zolis had not 90, 89 goal contributions. Yes, 89 goal contributions for Brugge. He showed his class on Sunday in the FA Community Shield final against Manchester City, adding 2 well-worked assists for both Kai Havertz and Martin Odegaard, respectively, really showing signs of things to come in the new season for Arsenal. Again, talking of Arsenal scored 22 goals from set pieces last season, which accounts for 33.39% of their goals. With these new signings, Arsenal will strengthen the habit of set-piece goal scoring, but there's also no doubt that the newcomers will only add to the dangerous attack and the formidable defense. Moving on to the stats and facts. Coventry are unbeaten in 11 matches ahead of their first Premier League game in 25 years. Arsenal scored 10 goals in the last 2 meetings with Coventry, winning by 4-0 and by 6-1. Martin Odegaard ended a 20-match goalless drought at club level in the FA Community Shield final with Manchester City. Only Guardiola, Ferguson, and Jose Mourinho have won back-to-back Premier League titles. Arsenal have not successfully retained the top flight title since 1935, when they won it 3 times in a row. The champions have been given an 80.6% chance of winning the game against Coventry's 7%. A draw, though, is 12.4% likely. Arsenal have just lost one of their last 14 top flight encounters with Coventry, winning 8 and drawing 5. Coventry won in 1999, winning by 3-2. The contender could become the only third person to reach 150 wins in Premier League in less than 250 games as a manager. That is absolutely ridiculous. Arsenal are unbeaten in the last 45 Premier League home games against the newly promoted sides, the longest in the competition's history. This is Coventry's first Premier League game in 25 years and 94 days, the longest gap between games played by a side in the Premier League's history. First to watch was this weekend. Christos Zolis for Arsenal, Bruno Fernandes for Manchester United, Sanchez Tinali and Matheus Fernandes, the 2 new signings from Newcastle and West Ham. Of course, they would likely start, the game away at Brentford. Those are the 2 new signings you should watch for Spurs. For Liverpool, watch Alexander Isak. Of course, after the last season, he barely scored any goals, but that was due to an injury he carried earlier in the season. For Chelsea, watch the transfer, how they say it, the record-breaking transfer, Morgan Rogers, £170 million signing from Aston Villa this summer window. You should watch, of course, alongside João Pedro and Cole Palmer. The big question, of course, for us is, would Enzo Maresca still be Manchester City manager at the end of the season? Well, my answer is maybe no, because, it's quite difficult to say that. We'll take a short break, and when we're back, we'll take our predictions. And we are back. This is the opening night of the 26 to 27 Premier League season, and here are my predictions for this weekend. Arsenal 2, Coventry 1. The game is just about to start in less than 8 minutes or so, but I believe Arsenal should be able to just nick it, of course, against the newly promoted Coventry City. Hull City 1, Manchester United 4. I believe Hull City are just having enough quality, and United should do the job against them tomorrow afternoon. They should be able to thrash them by 4 goals to 1. Nil between Everton and Crystal Palace, I predict. Again, maybe not too many chances, but prove me wrong. Everton, Crystal Palace, prove me wrong. Town 1, Sunderland 3, and the hungry Black Cat, as I said in the preview. I mean, I don't think they have too much quality again, because you have Granit Xhaka, Brian Brobby, Enzo Lefebvre. They have quality, Sunderland. That's first one. These United won, I predict. A close game at the City Ground, of course. And then Brentford 1, Spurs 2. Again, they've strengthened in the midfield. Tonali, we have Matheus Fernandes. You have the new signing, of course, in Jean-Paul Van Hecke from Brighton. Brighton hand over Albion 3, Aston Villa 2, I predict. Of course, a close one at the MX Stadium. This one could really go anyway. And yes, Brighton should just nick it, I believe. Because, of course, breaking news, Ezri Konsa has moved from Aston Villa to Arsenal for £50 million. Of course, that's also another reason. Manchester City 2, Bournemouth 2. The woeful performance we saw from City on Sunday, last week Sunday, of course, at the Principality Stadium, was quite sad. But I believe Bournemouth maybe have enough quality to get a draw, to earn a draw. Because United 0, Liverpool 2. I think this one is about Newcastle losing their big signing, of course, Newcastle losing their big player in Sancho Tonali, in Bruno Guimaraes, and the midfield is where the game is won, let's be honest. And they just did not really strengthen in that sense. Fulham 1, Chelsea 3. This was about quality. They didn't sign in Xabi Alonso, Marco Palestra, Pep Chavaria. So many new signings for Chelsea. They spent over £300 million this summer, and they should really do well. But that's it for the Mud Man today. This first episode, you can say that's it for this week of the Mud Man. The season's back. Who will be the champion? All that will be answered in May. Next year, May 27, but on to Friday night. That's that. Bye for now. Of course, on Friday night. But it's already Friday night. It's the opening night. Arsenal are in the tunnel already. Of course, can they defend their title this evening? And interested to see how they feel. Of course, we have the team news ready for you. But of course, this is the new season. I just have to keep emphasizing that. And of course, if you are new to the channel, please consider to like and subscribe. This is going to be the home of the Premier League in the new season. Arsenal are home to Coventry, the champions of the Premier League versus the champions of the Championship. Just to see how they'll fare. And when we're back, we're going to give the team lineups. Oh, wait, I forgot something. The team of my season predictions. I think maybe I'll do that after the game. Well, for now, stepping into the stage here, can they defend their title? Again, a short break. When we come back, the game would be, of course, just a bit closer. So, reminder of the team news. Again, Arsenal, the defending champions. In goal, David Raya starts, of course, a walk-up winner with Spain during this year, of course, during the summer. In defense, is the 4-3-3 formation picked by Mikel Arteta, of course. Calafiori, Gabriel, Mascara, and Ben White starts in the defensive four. No Saliba in the squad due to back injury. The midfield three, Declan Rice, Lewis Kelly, and Martin Odegaard. In front three, the new signing Christos Zolis from Brugge, and Havertz, of course, starting on the right wing is Bukayo Saka. The top suits include Kepa, Hincapié, Eze, Inumeri, Subimendi, Marino, Max Diamond, Madueke, and Victor Gyökeres. Now looking to the Coventry starting lineup in Rushwood. The same start, of course, the same formation you would say picked by Frank Lampard, De Silva, Amanda, Thomas, Van Eswick, the back four, Yarenki, the new signing, Grimes, the captain, Oyenka, the midfield three, Thomas Asante, the left, Ventura, the new signing from Burnley on the right, and Ellis Sims starts as a striker. Substitutes include Wilson, the people were there, Kitchen, Ladoni, Eccles, Turb, Hammer, Awani, the new signing from, of course, Nottingham Forest, and Sakamoto starts for the Sky Blues. A huge game, a huge game with huge permutations. This is the kickoff, and we are seconds away from the start of the new season.
You said earlier, Michael, this is tricky potentially against a newly promoted team for Arsenal, but do you expect them with that starting 11 to have too much tonight?
I do, and then when you look at the bench as well, that's not a bad bench for Arsenal. So there's quality everywhere that added to that squad again this season. That definitely made it stronger.
Arsenal won all home matches against newly promoted sides in the last 12 sort fixtures. Bristow scored or assisted in all competitive appearances since March. Arsenal scored 10 goals in their last two meetings with Coventry against, as I said, winning by 4 goals to 0 and by 6 goals to 1 in the preview. Saliba and Timber are both sidelined, leaving Arsenal without the first choice centre-back pairing. For Coventry, the first Premier League back in 25 years, the longest gap in the competition's history. The entire roster has scored a combined 29 Premier League goals in their careers. Scored 12 goals in their last 5 matches, more than Arsenal managed in the same span.
For the first time since they won 3 in a row in the 1930s.
And we are live, of course, Football Sports. Now 40 seconds into the new season, Arsenal have conceded a corner here against Coventry, and hopefully a good start they can make. Coventry in over by Calafiori, just. Coventry in their blue and white stripes. This is Chachua, Calafiori, Declan Rice, Thomas Bramwell is a referee this evening, and this is Lewis Kelly. Calafiori, the champions. Arsenal interested to see how they fare. Saliba, Lewis Kelly. Actually, no Saliba. Gabriel, Mosquera, Ben White, Mosquera, Rice, Mosquera, Declan Rice. Now the new signing, Christos Zolis, gets his first touches at the Emirates Stadium. White, Mosquera, White. Saka. White. Rice. Back to Ben White. Martin Odegaard, who scored on Sunday in the FA Coventry Shield final. Arsenal beats City by 3-0. The goal scorer 2, Calafiori. Lewis Kelly up couldn't get it. And away by Rice. Although here comes Thomas Asante. Dangerous left winger. Asante. Back to Rushworth. And Coventry clear. Looking for Sims. And Calafiori couldn't get there first. Although he did eventually get there. This is Lewis Kelly. Master Odegaard.
Recognising that Arsenal will push the left. Gabriel and this man Mosquera will be close to the halfway line when they're in possession.
Odegaard.
Get a chance to spin them. First time,
Gabriel.
chance to do that. Unfortunately, his pass wasn't good enough.
Lewis Kelly.
That's something they could look. Redirect, don't be afraid to go in behind Arsenal when they get the chance.
White. Mosquera. Lewis Kelly. Mosquera. And flicked on by Thomas. This is Milan Van Wyk. Grimes. Rushworth. Thomas. Back to Rushworth. Chichua. Onyeka.
60 yards, right on the money.
Chichua. Grimes. And Saka waves the ball back for the champions. Martin Odegaard. On the left, Christoph Zolis, in which he does find a new signing from Club Brugge. Zolis against Van Wyk. And Zolis just wide. The first official shot of the new Premier League season by the new signing Christoph Zolis. Just wide. And that's exactly what Arsenal do. Dangerous. 9 new managers, the most we've had, at least in recent years, going into a new season. Arsenal have the rest of the league to beat them. Rushworth will go long. Rice going to get it. Away by Gabriel. Saka. Only finding Thomas. So it is away to Yarenki. That's record signing. Saka wins it back though. Bukayo Saka tries to cross one in and he's impeded. Onyeka wins the ball back and then gives it away to Christian Mosquera. Gabriel. A bright out of the game this in the new season. Still Arsenal 0, Coventry 0 in the opening 6 minutes or so. Rice. Wide to Bukayo Saka. Rice. Skelly. Odegaard. Lewis Kelly. Rice. And wide to Ben White. Rice. Lewis Kelly. Coventry had to be really tight here. Solis and Saka! Oh, just wide. If you take a deflection there, Arsenal nearly scoring in the first 7 minutes of the new season. Lovely control by Saka. And huge block by Amenda. And Arsenal get their first set piece of the new season. Scored 19 goals from set pieces last season, 33.39% of all their goals last season. And they won the league thanks to Saka bowling for Havertz. Saka, this time short, White, and oh, what a block! To deny Christos Zoris of his first Premier League goal. How so dangerous from set pieces. He's scoring there. And away by Grimes with it's a huge block. This time going short Arsenal from the corner. Saka to White and Saka White 10. Zolis. They strike block off the line. This is Saka. Odegaard. The champions flexed their muscles, although offside. The play would be brought back for a Coventry City free kick. The last time Coventry won or beat Arsenal was in 1999 when they won by 3-2. And they were the same fortunes. On the opening day in 1993, Coventry City, away at Highbury, beat Arsenal by 3-0. Although here is Christos Zolis. Zolis. Kai Havertz. The champions have another attack. Rice! It's always rising.
His recent Arsenal goal was in the Champions League in March.
Well struck, but way over from Declan Rice. Goal kick to Coventry, taken by Rochford. And trying to play up from the back. Coventry, they're going long. White again. Back into a Sims. Mosquera, strong against Sims. He's also a strong candidate. Rice. Mosquera. Back to Raya. Raya clears. The Golden Glove winner last season, 19 clean sheets. Another record set by Jose Mourinho's Chelsea in 04-05. De Silva. Onyeka. Thomas. Edwick. So for the match statistics, 69% of the ball to the champions, Coventry City, 31%. 4 shots so far. The first 10 minutes for Arsenal to Coventry's 0. Rice. Odegaard. Saka. And deflected into the roof of the net. It is an Arsenal set piece once more. An Arsenal corner. Coventry, the goal is I need to get to the break without conceding. The deflection could have been wicked. The Saka off De Silva. Another set piece, a corner to the champions. Saka again took the most corners for Arsenal last season. Corner in. Saka and caught by Rochworth.
Excellent work.
8 seconds. It's the time he has to clear the way. The Rice fouls Thomas Asante. Free kick to Coventry. Actually, Chowner. Amenda. There again. Grimes, Amenda. Back to Rushworth. Rushworth goes long for Sims against Gabriel. Sims. But the advantage played by the referee was pulled by Gabriel. And Yarinki blocked. Grimes. Coventry City have the champions pinned back here. De Silva. First time in the game where all 11 Arsenal men have been behind the ball for at least 15 seconds. Brilliant for Coventry, this. Yarinki to Grimes. Yarinki. Grimes. Back to Thomas. Amenda. Amenda. Thomas. Rushworth. 25 years, 94 days is the last time Coventry City made their Premier League appearance. In May 2001. Gonzalez. And the third to Coventry. Milan van Vick. And Chua, Sims, and Arsenal free kick. A foul by Sims on Gabriel. The battle between Sims, Mosquera, and Gabriel will be key in the game here. Lewis Kelly, Rice, Mosquera, White, Mosquera. Back to White. Switch for Solis. Brunswick. Solis, Calafiore, chancing for Arsenal, and Havertz! The champions score in the opening 15 minutes of the new season. The first goal of the 26-27 Premier League season, the goal scorer, Kai Havertz, scored the goal that ultimately won last season's title race at home to Burnley. Back at the Emirates Stadium, Arsenal have scored in the first 15 minutes. The champions won, Coventry City 0. Champions ahead again. Solis to Calafiore. Kai Havertz with a goal. They are the team to catch this season. And you're showing why. Mistake by Milan van Vick. Give it away to Solis. Solis, Calafiore. Assist for Kai Havertz. They're back. The champions. As the game kicks off again. Not the type of start you want to make if you're a new promoted side. Of course, we're the champions. But it's interesting to see how Coventry reacts. Ruskelly fouled by Yarinki. Ruskelly take the free kick. Short to Declan Rice. White. Saka. Back to White. And Rice. Zolis. Rice. Lovely ball. The champions now trying to toy with Coventry. Fury. After Coventry throw. Offside, Havertz found himself.
He only ever won 2 games here at the Everton Stadium as a player.
Fury. Gabriel. Rice. Gabriel. Lewis Kelly. White. Saka. White. Lewis Kelly. Gabriel. Calafiori. White. Lewis Kelly. Mosquera. White. Lewis Kelly turns. Lovely play from Arsenal. Zolis. For the guard. Acting a lot of Havertz there. Through ball into the hands of Rushworth. Again, after 90 minutes, Arsenal lead by goal to nil thanks to the goal scored by Kai Havertz 15 minutes into the new season. And Sims for Gabriel. Gabriel fouled by Eddie Sims. And Arsenal will hope that this is not anything serious because Gabriel is down here and Saliba already out for a number of days, months, we don't know. And they want to lose another defender here. Hopefully he gets up on his feet. And he does. Well, it's painful. Saliba due to a groin injury. Saliba due to back injury. Hope Gabriel can run this off. Raya. Mosquera. Raya.
So many players, and they're versatile players as well, which is really important. You think of Capio, you think of
Raya.
All of these guys can put their hands on a number of positions,
Mosquera.
which is going to be
Raya.
You're fighting on all fronts.
Lewis Kelly. Gabriel. Lewis Kelly. Rice.
The lead goal against Coventry was Dennis Bergkamp 25 years ago.
Gabriel. Calafiori. This is Zolis. Zolis, Rice. Kayo Saka. Saka. Brilliant. White and Odegaard. Lewis Kelly. Calafiori. And foul by Havertz on Thomas. Free kick to Coventry.
Managers who won multiple Premier League titles. Ferguson, Wenger, and Guardiola, and Jose Mourinho. Hoping to join that very prestigious group, but he knows it won't be easy.
No, it's going to have its ups and downs. It will be a roller coaster. Never easy. The Premier League, they are firm favourites to do it, as we see get the answer there, part of the coaching team, of course.
Rashford long. Sims wins it. But here is second Rice. Rice. Odegaard. Declan Rice again. Declan Rice. Solis and saved, but in by Bukayo Saka. Arsenal have two. What a start to the game. What a start to the new season. First, it was Kai Havertz. Then, Bukayo Saka. What a start to the new campaign. Arsenal 2, Coventry 0 on the opening night. First goal of the new season, Saka.
You can see a lot of the Coventry boys are looking over to the bench, but there's too much room. 10 yards into Coventry territory. Arsenal got to
Brilliant goal. Sims with a header from the goal kick. Then Rice spin it away. Rice then to the garden. A quick one back to Declan Rice. Rice pushing out wide to Christos Solis. Solis with the ball into the box, set by Rushworth, only to the rebound by Bukayo Saka. And Arsenal lead by 2-0. Tremendous start to the new season.
This time last year, it was Bukayo Saka who scored Arsenal's first home goal of the new campaign. Got things rolling with a 5-0 win over Leeds. The way this game has started now, Coventry have got to be careful. Arsenal don't.
Hopefully for Coventry, this would not be an onslaught of goals upon goals. 2 goals conceded in the first 22 minutes. The champions, of course, Arsenal. The badges in gold. Only badge, of course, in gold. White. Rice. Riskelly gives it away. Grimes. Oh, Sims. Still Onyeka. But Arsenal win it back. That was the half chance opportunity, you'd say, for Coventry. But Arsenal win the ball back cleanly and swiftly. Rice. White. Back to Rice. To Christian Mosquera. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the Talk News Talk News. This is More Sports YouTube channel. If you're enjoying the live stream, Arsenal lead by 2-0. The goal scorers: Kai Havertz in 50 minutes. In the 22nd minute, Bukayo Saka scored a little bit 2 minutes ago. White trying to find Ben White, but I thought they had a free kick, but they didn't. Coventry throw. Coventry pretty much have to score the next goal, or at least not concede the next. Grimes clears. Gabriel. De Silva. Rice. Onyeka. Saka. Free kick considered by Ben White. A foul with Thomas Asante.
Yeah, and he'd like to receive the ball in Arsenal territory where he could maybe get it and give Ben White something to think about. We saw a little bit of drama, didn't we, in the first 5-6 minutes on the other side. Nice comfortable start the Coventry seems to have, but now it's a very different picture.
Free kick long. Couple Sims stood away by Mosquera. Amenda with Gabriel. Solis. Riskelly. Rice. Havertz. Odegaard. Cut out by Thomas Asante. And one back by Riskelly. And fouled by Pachura, and this is the first yellow card of the new season. Given to Yarenki, Coventry's transfer record. On the set piece given to Arsenal. 27 minutes past, Arsenal lead by 2-0. The 2 goal scorers, Bukayo Saka in the 22nd minute, the 15th minute, Kai Havertz. Odegaard from the set piece. With the set piece. Odegaard, short. Zolis. Havertz. Free kick given to Coventry. Havertz giving away a foul in its own, or at least in Coventry's penalty box. A foul on Grimes.
Absolutely the right call. The referee has been good so far.
Grimes Bramwell, the referee today.
Challenges go. We don't want to see soft fouls, certainly not in Premier League football. I know there are one or two tweaks to the way that they're going to marshal games this season.
Osworth, Long, Irinki, Sims, Onyeka, Calafiore, Rice, and Lewis Kelly clears. Summits in the last 10 minutes, Arsenal about 82% of the ball. Coventry 18. Chichuna. Irinki. Chichuna. Coventry has to score next. Grimes. Oh, they give it away. Coventry, Zolis, Havertz, Odegaard. And Coventry did well at least to get back into the defensive shape. And Rushworth clears. Looking for Sims. Odegaard. This is Chichuna. Sante. Oscara in. Saka fouled by Thomas Asante. Free kick to Arsenal. Touches it in the opposition's box. Also have 12, Coventry have 0. And Calafiore, Kelly, Odegaard looking for Kai Havertz, away by Van Vick. Offside is a call from the linesman.
Season to a set Arsenal on their way to the goal tonight. 2 goals in the space of 8 minutes. So the 15th, the 23rd, the reigning champions on their way tonight.
Rushworth, White, Chowner. Raya goes long, the brilliant switch to Calafiore. Lewis Kelly. Mosquera. Rice. Zolis. Declan Rice. Away by Thompson Sante. White, Odegaard. Lewis Kelly. White. Havertz. White. Odegaard. Havertz. Rice. Saka. Rice. Odegaard. Saka. Lewis Kelly. Odegaard. White. Odegaard. Gabriel. Calafiore. Arsenal forced back by Coventry. Mosquera. Gabriel. Mosquera. White. Saka. Rice. Christian Mosquera. Again, Arsenal lead by 2-0 thanks to goals from Bukayo Saka in the 22nd minute. In the 15th minute, Kai Havertz. Mosquera. Rice. Odegaard. Rice. Back to Odegaard. Mosquera. Mosquera. Solis. Gabriel back to Mosquera. Six shots to three on target for Arsenal. Only a shot to Coventry. None on target in the first 33 minutes of the game. What a ball out wide to Bukayo Saka. Volley controlled. And De Silva and Odegaard and White blocked. Cleared away just. Rice. White. Crossing deflected. And it's into the grateful hands of Rushworth. Rushworth long, brilliant ball to Asante. Chance here maybe for Coventry. Asante, Ellis Sims. Away from Gabriel. And a free kick considered by the champions there. Nearly in the penalty box. Yellow card for Gabriel. I think he knew exactly what he was doing. Has to make the challenge.
Really well. Gabriel had lost him. Grabbed the shirt. Absolutely the right call. As much as he will feel that's just the first one perhaps he's done. It's spot on that decision.
Free kick in a dangerous position. This and having the Coventry need this goal, the next goal. A half chance maybe. No touches in Arsenal's box in the first 35 minutes or 34 minutes. Grimes with the set piece. Grimes. Post to get away by Odegaard. And now counter maybe for Arsenal. Onyeka back to Rushworth. And Solis. Gabriel. Space here for Lewis Kelly. Havertz. Solis. Was fouled. Free kick to Arsenal.
It's really good. He'll be feeling it as well. He'll know that he's had plenty of the ball and he's been involved. He's been right in the thick of it. Wins his team this free kick here.
Again, set piece for Arsenal.
Yeah, he'll have enjoyed his opening 35 minutes in the Emirates.
Arsenal by 2-0.
44 games in the Championship last season. He was a very important part of Coventry's promotion. All 11 players back behind the ball to defend this now.
Odegaard. Set piece.
Leaves more space for
Rice. White. Saka.
Saka with much to aim for.
Away from Sims. Or goes down, but Saka comes back up. Blocked and out for an Arsenal corner.
It's great play by Saka. 26. Did well actually not to have a little nibble at him there because he's that low centre of gravity. Look, ducking up there. It seems almost to get around him. That's brilliant.
It's always good when a player springs back to their feet in that sort of situation rather than
Saka with another set piece. Arsenal 2, Coventry City 0.
look how high up David Ryan is. And that's really pinning Coventry in.
Corner in and
Good control on the shot.
putting away this. Saka, Odegaard, back post, put away by Thomas. Thomas onto it here against Thomas. Zolis. Still Zolis. Brilliant. And turn away. Skelly couldn't get it. Arsenal have Coventry pinned. Zolis again. Brilliant from Zolis. Away from Yorinki. And Lewis. And Calafiore blocked and cleared away on his far hand. So it's Skelly. Christos Zolis. Cleared away by Grimes. Joss is only as far as Rice. Rice, who fouls to Tuna. Free kick to Coventry City.
Arsenal are looking menacing on the edge of the box. So hard for Coventry, as I mentioned, you don't want to dive into challenges. Just got to be so careful.
That's a penalty.
He kind of turns his back a little bit as well into that.
Arms were well tucked in. They were
Cross long and over Sims into the hands of David Raya. The kickoff. Arsenal 2, Coventry City 0 on the opening night, the opening day. Christians, Mosquera, Lewis Kelly, Rice, Mosquera.
Nothing else. Concede anything again. Otherwise, the second 45 is going to be unbelievably tough. Get to 2, get the half time, sorry, be there with 2, and then when that market says everybody,
Skelly.
think about maybe how we can start to have a bit more of a threat.
Gabriel.
Arsenal have to be so patient, to be runners up year after year, finally top of the pile.
Mosquera. Saka.
They become back to back.
Mosquera.
Really champions. A lot of pundits have not seen them to do so.
69% of the ball in the first 40 minutes for Arsenal compared to Coventry's 31. 257 passes for the champions compared to 114 for Coventry. That is in the first 40 minutes though. Havertz. Goal scorer today. The 15th minute. Gabriel. Yorinki. And it's a good chance maybe for Coventry before the break. Yorinki. Tuna. Chowner. Thomas. Amanda. Thomas. Out for a throw.
Yeah, it's again a bit of a giveaway, that one. Probably to us there. I actually think moments earlier when they had the ball down the right hand side, Coventry, it was Chalmers that just slowed things down and came back out. Went back to
There's some fans exiting for the Arsenal fans exiting for the halftime break. Get there early, a few minutes before the crowd.
Something to attack. Trying to keep
Comfortably
Coventry, but they haven't
in the lead
really
here.
created anything significant at all yet.
Milan Van Vick. Gun Chowner. Grimes. Thomas. Grimes. Chowner. Grimes. Onyeka.
Coventry City create one big chance before half time.
Amanda. Thomas Asante. De Silva, Asante, and Ellie Sims, Yorinki, and Van Evik, Yorinki, actually just Chowner, Onyeka, De Silva, cleared away by Arsenal. And what a shot that would have been! Oh, just over from Lam Chowner. What a goal that would have been on the opening day. The first real opportunity, a hard chance, maybe you can say, for Coventry. Actually went for it. Didn't think too much of it, but he just went over the bar and under to the roof of the net. And Raya scrambling.
Who scored 2 Premier League goals for Burnley last season? They both came in games home and away against Leeds. Would have been a spectacular
Havertz.
start to the new season for him, and that just
That's the kind of chance Coventry. I mean, they showed that they can at least build up play. They did that very well in that last attack. Rushworth, Eddie Sims, Gabriel, Mosquera, White, Mosquera, Lewis Kelly,
who have made some
White.
interesting signings this summer. How quickly those new names settling could be
Lewis Kelly,
very key for them. And you look at Sunderland last year, how impressively their new signings all seem to gel. That's going to be the template that
Christos Solis,
a couple of minutes to go.
Skelly, Rice, White, onto Saka, Rice,
Rice.
away by Vic, and Yarinki, Chowner, Sims,
Support.
Chowner, Van Henrik,
Keep there. Keep going. Put Gabriel on a yellow card.
Grimes,
Run at him.
too heavy.
Work a little bit better
And the
there.
captain.
Unfortunately, then he goes back, and then the ball served forward isn't a particularly good one.
Raya,
You've got to recognise
Gabriel.
that you're not going to have that many
Mosquera.
opportunities to counter Arsenal and really get at their back four. Chandler there. He did have that opportunity, but just decided to keep the ball, go back. It's back in the hands of the team in red.
Rice,
Jonas.
Solis, Christos Solis, what's inside? Solis, White, Saka, and Odegaard away by Amenda in the corner to Arsenal.
Darts it really comfortably, doesn't he? Christos Solis. Leandro Trossard had a knack for getting handy goals, but he doesn't have this guy's pace and real threat every time he steps inside. Did have the chance to get the shot away, I think, a little sooner than he did. And Chandler maybe just, or Juventus, sorry, just maybe catches him a little bit there.
In the corner to Arsenal, will be taken by Bukayo Saka. 2 minutes of at a time. Saka, short, Odegaard, Saka, and Odegaard. Odegaard strikes deflected. It did also happen on the corner.
Great variation in their set piece to the around the Arsenal. The big guy stacking up behind the 6-yard box at the far post, and then they play it short. Looked like they had a man over. Chance for Odegaard to get a strike on target.
Saka again from the corner. Saka short again. Odegaard, Saka, and Rice bends wide, just wide. Brilliant from Arsenal.
The blue and white shirts towards the ball, then release it to someone in space. That's the idea.
In
Nice.
a set piece.
Lucky. Wraps the left foot around it, just can't bring it back enough. But they're enjoying themselves, aren't they?
He scored the World Cup, Declan Rice, for England against France in the third place playoff.
There is Frank
It's not
Lampard.
gonna be easy tonight. Frank Lampard, can they stay in this game?
The next goal was crucial. Havertz, De Silva, back to Rushworth. Last 10 seconds of the first half of the new season. The first half of the new season. Odegaard, Mender, Havertz was offside.
Minus raised, free kick to
And
Coventry.
the first half-time of the new season, Arsenal, the champions, lead by 2 goals to 0. Kai Havertz scoring the first goal in the 15th minute. And then, 7 minutes later, Bukayo Saka scored his first of the new season. Arsenal, the break lead by an outstanding 2 goals to 0. And we take a short break. And when we come back, it will be the second half. No all sailing for Coventry and Frank Lampard. Again, the break, Arsenal lead by 2 goals to 0 at the Emirates Stadium. So we're back from the
The opening down is a
really extended. Arsenal had another goal. Martin Odegaard
shots not on target
in the 49th minute.
as opposed to Arsenal.
They lead by 3-0. They have 13 shots, 4 on target. Coventry 2 shots, no shots on target after 64 minutes. Odegaard, otherwise to Christos Zoris. Zoris, brilliant. Averts of Thomas for another Arsenal corner.
The challenge. And Thomas steps across just at the right time.
The champions in real control.
Centre of the goal, and he sees that run and gets out there. It's an important blocking. I like the way he's mixed his game up, choice. He's prepared to take people on, then he rolls it into the path of others who are making good runs in front of him.
Rice in and away by Rushworth. Solis, what a shit! And cleared away by Rushworth. And Arsenal had their fourth there. What's a strike from Zolis? Quickly taking those. Zolis, Rice in and deflected out for a throw.
Going to come through to Carl Rushworth really quick. Watch this, the way this drops and the way he hits that. Look at the traffic in front of the goal here. I wonder how he come back off his chest a little bit there. Thankfully, it's a blue shirt to hook it away.
There is a famous Coventry City name for the past, Stephen Krusevich, the goalkeeper who still holds the record for the most appearances as a Coventry City player.
Mascara.
600 games in all competitions.
White.
Chesterfield, Liverpool, Shrewsbury in his career.
Alfie Doggy was a great servant in Coventry.
Odegaard. Rice. Ball back by Milan Van Vick. And cleared away by Mosquera. As far as Onyeka, he finds Thomas Asante. And Asante, De Silva, away by Calafiori, only as far as Thomas. Thomas strikes, and it's wide. Goal kick.
James is taken by one of them. You might remember in the World Cup, the assistant referee was able to come in and corrected the decision was wrong about a corner. That's not being adopted in the Premier League this season. But did it definitely touch Mosquera?
It looked like he caught up from that, didn't it? He did. It looked like he just watched
Anyway, K and Martin Zubimendi coming on for Arsenal. And of course, Zubimendi, a World Cup winner. On Declan Rice off. A pretty good shit for Declan Rice today. Arsenal number 41. And then a goal scorer. The second goal scorer today, Bukayo Saka. Copied off Rice and Saka off Madueke and Martin Zubimendi on for Arsenal. The champions now look to cement their lead or maybe even extend the lead. Raya goes long. Havertz. White. Away by Thomas.
As well, but particularly the newly promoted teams, but everybody really, whenever you're playing Arsenal, is players go off, all of a sudden there are players walking on that are also extremely good. So I think a nice night's work for Declan Rice, very nice and sharp.
Anyway, K.
Saka.
Ricky still. White. Lewis Kelly. Calafiori. Zubimendi. Lewis Kelly. Gabriel.
He's been on the yellow card since early in the game, but he's kept it.
Martin Zubimendi. Zolis,
Choice.
Gabriel,
Lewis
Kelly.
receives.
Gabriel,
Chandler gets
and Chowner
inside.
fouled
Really happy to get some commit stuff on for Coventry.
by Zubimendi. Free kick to Arsenal.
So Coventry about to make a double
Coventry
change
making a double change here. New signing Taiwo Awoniyi from Forest coming on for Ellis Sims. Of course, we saw Turk coming up for Urenki earlier on before we came back. From Sasante and Sims coming off. And on comes the signing Taiwo Awoniyi. Sorry, Awoniyi and Rodone.
Premier League experience. So, always good to have
Premier League
that
experience.
bit of know-how.
Rushworth.
They haven't competed at this level before, so you
Chowner.
expected to pick it up, get up to speed pretty quickly.
When he goes down, play goes on.
Pitch a few seconds. To be fair, he's not made a big meal of that. He's packed up on his feet already on one year. The assistant referee did it.
Really all right.
I think it was just a swipe of an arm.
Sandueke. Dueke, no one there. The far post.
Not even a get there. Just trying to tell Christos Cholis to make that run, get in the box. As we come to, we can see in the middle there.
Israel Concert, who didn't feature at all during Aston Villa's pre-season games, including the UEFA Super Cup final against Paris Saint-Germain. Unai Emery had given him some extra time off following the World Cup, so it may take him a little time to get fully
Zubimendi,
to the champions stand.
Odegaard,
Does look another shrewd
Havertz,
player who won the Europa League with Villa last season and played a lot of England's games in the World Cup.
Gabriel,
Zubimendi.
Zubimendi.
A lot over the last 18 months in particular. I think Ezra Thompson really consistent.
Mosquera.
And again, mentioned about the versatility. You can play
White.
pretty much anywhere on that back line. Has done Preston do it.
Mosquera. White. Raya. And Solis. Havertz. White. There's 19 minutes to go. Arsenal 3, Coventry City 0. Lewis Kelly. Calafiore. Lewis Kelly. Gets away from Tor. Zubimendi. Madueke. And Odegaard. Away. Blocked. Strong from Mosquera. And Odegaard. Christos Zolis. Calafiore. Madueke. Lewis Kelly. Nearly for Calafiore. But Rochford did very well.
Lovely run, wasn't it? Good spot as well from Miles Lewis, Kelly Calafiore just rolling it and then just waits, and then decides to spring in behind. Really good work from the goalkeeper.
73 minutes have passed.
Quick and good safe hands.
Arsenal 3, Coventry City 0. Thomas.
Well, not even
Rushworth.
Invincibles were able to win the Premier League back-to-back for this recent generation. Go on to build an empire after last season, so Thomas not the neatest touch tonight, but it does the job.
Out for a Coventry throw.
He's enjoyed himself. Miles Lewis Kelly had plenty of the ball. Amazing. Didn't look like that. Normally,
Milan
he might be on
Bennett
his
flick.
way out of Arsenal. Now all of a sudden, he's got a spot right in the middle of the park where there's so much competition.
He showed his long throw prowess in the first half.
Vic. Mosquera.
He's going to get another chance here. The
A long throw.
this could be a weapon for Coventry this season. By the way, just when you see him wiping on the shirt there, new rules this season: no towels allowed. You also probably wanted a towel in this campaign.
Onyeka away from Havertz.
Then one deep in the air. Oliver Dole.
Brilliant from Graham's. Oh, the back pass to Raya, nearly trouble for the Arsenal defence. The best defence last season by Mao. And nearly did they concede. They were brilliant this season already, Arsenal. 75 minutes into the new season. Arsenal 3, Coventry City 0.
Another couple of changes with just over a quarter of an hour of normal time to play.
Tall. Grimes. 483 passes. Coventry 227. Arsenal have a 92% passing accuracy. Coventry 7%. Again, Arsenal have 483 passes completed. At least not maybe not completed, but his passes attempted.
Pretty much double what Coventry have done.
This holds up in play will allow Arsenal the chance to bring on Eze and
Arsenal will bring on Eberechi Eze and Mika Marino in their first appearances of the new season. Christos Zolis comes off for the Gunners. A tremendous home debut for him. Maybe not getting the goal on an assist, but a tremendous debut. Marcel Odegaard coming off. Zolis coming off, and Mika Marino and Eberechi Eze coming on. Frantic. A good debut, you can say, for Christos Zolis. Involved in the first two goals. Calafiori tall and Chowner too heavy for Awoni. White. So Mendy. Lewis Kelly. Scary. Mascara. Mascara. Saliba. No Saliba. Gabriel back to Raya. Raya goes long. Madueke. And Marino to Havertz. Back to Madueke. Madueke. Mendy away. Awoni. Rodoni. Away. Madueke. Havertz. Madueke. Brilliant from the champions. And Madueke on to Kai Havertz. So they're blocked by Menda. Rodoni. Looking for Awoni. Brilliant from Tawanoni. Here.
Every time that ball's in the air. Assisted very nicely there.
Talk to
Rodoni. Tall. De Silva. Rodoni. De Silva. Tall. Grimes. Thomas.
Easier days for Coventry this season.
Thomas.
It's Premier League, which is hosting fellow newly promoted side Hull City next weekend. That's a really big one for the team newcomers.
That's a huge game. So I think they go to City after this.
For the introduction of these two away games, coming to top flight after 25 years. Arsenal away, Manchester City away.
Good a ball. Chowner. Tall. De Silva.
Looking for Rodoni.
Rodoni, that is out for an Arsenal goal kick.
That's a frustrating one for Frank Lampard. That in a nice position, just for Silva, just not giving his mate a chance to get across delivered.
They avoided such a long time. So be back in the Premier League.
17 shots for Arsenal, 5 on target. 3 shots for Coventry, no shots on target.
Their campaign was never going to be defined by tonight. Not away from home.
Chowner.
It's the newly crowned Premier League champions. In some respects, it's good to
Mendy.
get this one out of the way.
Gabriel,
Every now and again, first game out, Connie, you never know. Sometimes you think he might have a chance, but they look quite comfortable in
Right.
that opening 5, 6, 7 minutes, Coventry. But then as soon as Arsenal scored, then all of a sudden it got difficult for them. Once number 2 went in, Arsenal were then motoring. They've added a third at the start of the second half.
Calafiori,
I'd be surprised to see maybe
Eze, the left hand side.
Arsenal's going to take Eze. Just about 10
Torino.
minutes remaining on the clock.
World Cup start for Spain. Eze. White. Less than 10 minutes to go of normal time. Arsenal 3, Coventry City 0. Lewis Kelly. White. Saka. Mendy.
Space for one chance.
And White.
Dangerous delivery.
Away by
Orel.
Amanda.
Did it well.
did well, didn't he?
Calafiori did well too. The throw to
It was a
Arsenal.
fast, flat delivery from Ben White.
Calafiori, who we believe is about to be replaced by Piero Incapie. So that's been his last touch of the ball tonight.
So, Piero Incapie will come on for Ricardo Calafiori.
This time last year, he scored Arsenal's first goal of the 25-26 campaign. Proved to be the winner at Manchester United 12 months ago. Calafiori departing for Incapie.
Gabriel.
Caught the eye of the World Cup and saw it.
Lewis Kelly. And Dueke.
Marino.
Marino. Sumendi.
Enrique.
Dueke.
Gabriel.
Gabriel will leash, and it's over.
Second deflection, or did it just spew away? No, it's skewed off target. That is a goal kick for Coventry. Gabriel, who was the top scorer.
Gustavo Hammer will come on now for Coventry City. Hammer on, and Chowner off.
Harmer will come on. Rejoined Coventry from Sheffield United last week. He was originally with Coventry from 2020 to 2023. Chowner, who nearly scored a really spectacular goal just before half time, but it wasn't to
He
be.
did, that overhead kick right from the edge of the box. Nearly pulled David right. I think panicking probably for a split second. Gus Harmer on now. Again, someone who can maybe just help them keep the ball where they can. Good little link player he is.
Gustavo Harmer, who played against Arsenal for Sheffield United in the Premier League 3 seasons ago. He won't have any happy memories of those games. They lost 5-0 away.
Sumendi.
6-0 at home.
White.
Context,
Marino.
3-0 score doesn't look too bad actually for Coventry.
Lewis Kelly.
Several years have handed out some heavy punishments.
Eze.
So they get things rolling.
Looking to Arsenal. The foul and Virgil Eze.
It's going to be some back there.
Anything quickly here?
Then Arsenal players, when Bruno's back fit. Marino, we've got
Eze.
Odegaard. Everything
And of course, this win as it stands is without the new signing, Bruno Guimaraes. And the midfield, they look strong today.
Good opportunity, I'm sure, for all those guys. But
They started Bryce, Lewis Kelly, and Odegaard. What a midfield that is.
very, very well. At times last year, just couldn't seem to find his best game. He's been very sharp tonight.
So maybe that through ball for others.
Well, Arsenal travel to the Europa League winners Aston Villa next. That's a Monday night game, 9 days' time.
So next weekend, Aston Villa are home to Arsenal. The first huge game, the first huge test of Arsenal's strength. And then back here at home to Xabi Alonso's Chelsea. We'll see how they fare. Of course, Xabi Alonso's first two games away at Fulham, at home to Brighton, and then away at Arsenal. And some say I need to put Chelsea in that title race, in that title challenge, spot second or third, and alongside Manchester United too. So most pundits, top three, include Arsenal, Manchester United, and Chelsea. So interested to see how Chelsea fare on Monday away at the Cottage. The Silver. So and the Silver. If you haven't already and you enjoyed the live stream, please consider liking and subscribing. This is the home of the new season of Premier League football. So through Coventry City now. Tall. Good ball in. And the first shot and target for Coventry. The first shot and target comes later on for Coventry. Really good ball in there. It should score. Well, straight at David Ryan. It was quite tame. First shot and target for the Sky Blues.
Perhaps, but no, I don't think he's actually made the best of contact there. It's a brilliant ball in.
Some 5 minutes to go of normal time. 18 shots for Arsenal, 5 on target, 4 shots for Coventry, and finally the first shot on target. Still Arsenal 3, Coventry City 0. Gabriel.
They've been better second half, what we said. I think they've had 2 or 3 situations and got the ball in good areas and played with a little more courage. Yes,
Gabriel,
it's easy to
Kelly,
do that sometimes when they're 3 down. There's nothing to lose. So they've obviously against perhaps slightly weaker Premier League teams. They'll have some joy. Second half performance has been, I think, an improvement definitely.
Underway cake. Wash with tears. Havertz. Actually, Marino. Capier. Zubimendi. Marino. Eze. For goal kick to Coventry.
Coventry's return to the top flight tonight being hit by the reality of Premier League standards. They were the best of the bunch of the championship, but
Eze.
boys now.
So Grimes, Thomas, returning. So Rushworth, Nyeka, Thomas, Rushworth, Grimes, Rushworth. It was long, so it's so the Silver, Gustavo Hammer, a foul, Nawani by Mascara. Smart foul too. So of course, surely they've won the game now, but playing now for the clean sheet.
Focused on the right side of the screen. I think Mosquera recognising that Awani might have darted in behind him. He runs his arms up, knocks him to the floor.
Could Coventry give their travelling fans something to cheer before the full-time whistle here?
Free kick taken here.
Good delivery this.
And too far for any. Up for a goal kick to the champions.
Just put a bit too much on that one, didn't it?
Also the guard,
Once another guard has been named as the
man of the match.
Premier League player of the match this evening. It'll be one close by his choice, I'm sure, but that will be warmly received for the Arsenal fans.
Of course, he also did for the FA Community Shield final on Sunday. Brilliant performance there. The man of the match again for once another guard. Rodoni. The first second half subject to time of the new season. And it will be 4 added minutes. Havertz, brilliant. Anueke. Marino saved by Rushworth.
Clever shot to go from that side for Marino.
No surprises that Miguel Marino gets a shot away in this sort of situation. Just got such a great neck. Look, that's sneaking in as well. It's a really good shot from Carl Rushworth because it's a clever effort.
Mascara.
Lewis
Skelly. Rodoni. And Frank Onyeka. Space here for Tor. Too far ahead for Taiwo Rie. Goal kick to the champions. And 3 minutes away.
Well, look, they came here this evening very, very much second favourites.
To full-time whistle being blown.
In the second half, as I tell you, go through.
Coventry have had a better second half performance, I would say. But the first half, errors cost them. And Arsenal lead them by 3-0. Emphatic performance. But Coventry City fans still in full voice. It's surely the hardest they would have this season. So not a bad performance. It's not like after they conceded the first 2 goals in the first 22 minutes, after those scored again and again and again and again, which could have happened. But the good events of show, they only conceded 1 in the second half. And of course, as we said in the preview, the mod match day, this is about to become Mikel Arteta's 150th Premier League win, and he will become the 4th person to achieve that stat in less or in 250 games. In Capier, Eze, White, Zubimendi, White, and Zubimendi. When finds Capier, less than a minute to go of added time. Capier.
Sherry on top for us.
Skelly. White. Lewis Skelly.
And the Skelly to Gabriel.
Capier and Tony. Awani. Giving away to Eze. Foul. Free kick given to Arsenal with less than 20 seconds to go of the second half. It's about to enter full time. So the last acts of the game.
Who played in the Champions League last season for Eintracht Frankfurt. So it is a big time experience. You would expect to be busy this Premier League campaign, but newly promoted Coventry City.
As they take this. It's a strike, and it's well wide. And that is full time. Mikel Arteta, 150 wins in 250 Premier League games. The fourth person to achieve that stat. What a start to the new season. In 15 minutes, Kai Havertz opened up the account, assisted by Ricardo Calafori. 10 minutes later, in the 23rd minute, Bukayo Saka, 23 minutes in, scored 2. And Odegaard in the second half, 4 minutes after the restart, scored in the 49th minute. Arsenal 3, Coventry City 0. On the opening day, the opening night of the new Premier League season. And what a start to the season, there have been 3 goals. And tomorrow, we have 5 games for you. 5 games for you. Hull City versus Manchester United. 3 games for Goal Rush. We have Everton versus Crystal Palace. Ipswich Town versus Sunderland. And Nottingham Forest versus Leeds United. Of course. And then at 4, it's 4:35. At 5:30, Brentford at home to Tottenham Hotspur. Then on Sunday, we have 2 games for you starting at 2 p.m. UK time. Brighton at home to Aston Villa and Enzo Maresca's first game at the Etihad Stadium. He's at home to Marco Rose's Bournemouth. And at 4:30, Newcastle United at home to Liverpool. Alexander Isak would likely make his first appearance back at St. James's Park since his departure. And on Monday, we have Fulham versus Chelsea at 8 p.m. UK time. At the same time we started today's game. What a game we've had. What a day of Premier League drama. We are back for this season. And will this moment replicate itself again? Arsenal lifting the trophy. Marcel Odegaard lifting the trophy. Well, we have 379 games to go. Until then, bye.
Getting all their points at places like the end. So keep their chins up. They've had a fantastic time last season, fantastic sort of run of things in recent times, but don't get too downhearted. Lots of, in fact, I can't think of too many teams that can